It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the electric Jaden Daniels. He's currently third in the NFL in passing yards. It's the Commanders and the Browns on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. And just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the smells start to change in October. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like football, second month of the regular season. And these next few games take on a greater importance moving forward.
Gosh, I wish I had a sense of smell. Mine is so bad, but I love what you're cooking right there. And I love this stretch of games because it makes a lot of teams contenders and a bunch of the other sellers as the trade deadline arrives here at the end of the month. You're going on a hot streak heading into Halloween, and things will be looking great. But Flounder this month,
ball teed up. Austin Seibert out for the kick. And we're off and running from Orlando. Kadarius Toney now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. Bringing him out to number 1 pick in 2015, a former league leader in passing. It's Jameis Winston.
nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself. Team went 0-1, picking up the loss. But he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. Who set it downs for him at the 38. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now give right side to Chubb. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Winston setting up the screen, and this one doesn't go far.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And leading them out, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. There's certainly some momentum to build on today.
And he's brought down for a loss. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Completed over the middle. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They motion the tight end over. From the gun, it's Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he'll get it up to the 27. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 29. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Chased out to his right. He's running for it. Duke the defender. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. A handoff for Robinson, running right. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47. Flushed out of the pocket. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And they bring him down around the 34. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
An option give to Robinson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the field.
Not like this. An interception ends that drive. Jordan Hicks takes it away. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve complete. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Simply put, Kate, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on second down and go backwards? That's a pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Here's Winston to the air. Bails out of the pocket quick. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
And a fair catch made here at the 17. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Commanders' drive is going to start from deep on their own side of the field. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Nathaniel Watson there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Mariota. He gets this one to McLaurin. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Up the sideline, past the 45. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
A toss now to Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
That's incomplete left side.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Finding Judy. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
So many coaches love third downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. First down, ball at the 36. They'll start the drive with Eckler. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain from the secondary. Grant Delpit on the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Mariota now. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
On first down, here's Eckler. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 46. Has a man, it's Brown. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Complete. It's McLaurin. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
That's caught for the 1st. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Daniels on first down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it up. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Back out now comes the Browns offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback in his offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
2nd and 3. He'll get this to Tillman. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. They've got first down from the 31. Running right with Chubb. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Winston looking to throw. Connection made to Judy. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. People short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains. New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. Along the sideline past midfield. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Staying with Robinson. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Daniels now. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. He has room past the 25. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
That's complete. Here's Brown. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Here's Daniels. Throw complete to Eckler. And that's a Washington touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown, I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Tony now to return it. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Browns are on the move here. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 38. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's tipped away. He's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're left with 4th and short. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. To throw, Daniels. That's Thomas, he's got it. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, Daniels to the air. Caught quickly on the slant. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, here's Daniels. We've got a screen to the running back. And he gets it forward and still about a yard out of that. Juan Thornhill getting there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. That brings us to halftime. Just a 4-point game thus far. Now we'll send you across town to the Creative Village in our studios for Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And it's the Bears who have the lead. A good performance from Caleb Williams, the rookie, with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State. to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Michael Pittman, a touchdown grab. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Rashad Bateman, a touchdown reception. What a treat to watch the rookie in that first half. The number 2 overall pick, Jaden Daniels. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Eckler running dead ahead. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Running with Eckler again. That one gains 7. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
It's caught. Eckler. Nothing doing there as he gets out of bounds back to the line.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
The Commanders ready for the punt. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop. Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the 31. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Winston to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. A lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff now to Eckler. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. Daniels from the pistol. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Option play, here's a give to Eckler. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw, here's Daniels. It's taken in by Eckler. It's a pickup of 11. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
And the Commanders, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the give, here's Eckler. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Complete, it's McLaurin. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Trying the inside handoff to Eckler. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, the 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has a man, it's Brown. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Eckler goes up and over for the touchdown. The Commanders now lead by 10. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Tony now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 32. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Complete out to the right side. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Mikey Luvu there for the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing is Winston. Escapes the... Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Winston. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or two and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That punt goes 63 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Daniels now. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. First down, ball at the 36. This is Eckler. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's 2nd and 11. Throw complete to Eckler. And they're going to tag a defender with this one. And as this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And they bring him down quickly, but he does have it across the 40. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Browns' 38-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Daniels back to throw. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
It's a 3-yard gain, only a yard shy of the marker on 3rd down. Now Daniels to throw. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Washington. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Seibert now to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders push their lead to 18. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. On the return, here's Hines. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Browns getting their offense out there. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Winston now. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw, here's Winston. That one complete to Njoku. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
They only manage a yard, but that was enough as this drive rolls on. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
One of the biggest adjustments for quarterbacks going from the collegiate level to the NFL is the blitz package. Each and every practice leading up to a game time, you are spending so much time as a QB, as an offensive group, and as that O-line trying to figure out a way to stop these blitzes. At that time, the offense, the O-line, the QB, no one had an answer for that defensive pressure.
That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
Desperation time here on 4th. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Right up the gut. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Quick on the Gerard Eckler. And he'll get this down to the 40. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Seibert now to add the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Tony now to return it. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Now outruns their offense to take over. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Finding Judy. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll come up 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for the back that time. And now they face 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Got a man. It's Njoku. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Winston. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. Here's Winston to the air. A throw right side, caught by Njoku. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing is Winston. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. All set up now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 2nd and 3 now. Still sticking with the passing game. He's got it. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Winston looking to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. One final shot here. And it's caught for the touchdown. No time left. So a positive note at the very end in this loss. The Browns putting up points in a game decided. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. And it's up and good, and they'll get one last tally in the final act of this ball game. So score this as a win for the Commanders. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Orlando.